August 1944. The closing days of the Normandy campaign. Elements of the 9th Panzer Division near the town of Écouché are trying to break through the 2e Division Chars de Combat Blindés. August 1944. In the closing days of the Normandy campaign, in an area known as Falaise, the German army was slowly being surrounded in a pocket, known to be the Falaise pocket. This is a recreation of one of the attempts of the Germans to try to escape the pocket. Elements of the 9th Panzer Division are going to be taking on elements of the 2nd Free French Armored Division in a desperate attempt to hack their way out of the pocket. So this is the initial setup. The Germans have everything in there. 2 platoons of Panzer IVs, command, HQ, 1 platoon of Panzer Grenadiers with a Panzerfaust, versus 1 platoon of M4 tanks. We also have another platoon of M4 tanks in reserve and M476 tanks in reserve along with the headquarters. Objective: grab one of these 2 objectives by the time turn 6 rolls around. We are using the Breakout Scenario as described in the D-Day German book for Flames of War. I am modifying it in that I'm not using minefields. I'm going to give air cover for the Free French. All right, let's get this show on the road. Okay, end of German turn 1. The German player decided to go and basically bum rush. And 10 shots were thrown at the French Sherman platoon with only 2 bailouts. But hey, the cool part is I have got free French markers, baby. Oh, yeah. Have fun. Okay, end of French turn 1. The lone platoon here that was an ambush is deployed. They did not move. They opened up, took out 1 German Panzer. Meanwhile, 1 guy unbailed. The other guy didn't come back. They fired and took out 1 Panzer. It's still anybody's game, folks. No reinforcements this turn for the French. End of German turn 2. The Germans have moved forward. You may notice there's a couple of Panzer IVs doing flanking maneuvers, but just to bail out 1 Sherman. The other platoon moved forward, engaged, to no avail. But if you look over in the background there, you can see the HQ guys. They came, they engaged this Sherman here and blew it up. That's it. Have fun. French turn 2. French reinforcements did in fact come. Those would be our M476s. Tried to fire on this platoon. They failed. The French platoon here decided to stop just to stay and fire. Took out this one on a side shot. Took out this one on a side shot. And these guys, well, yeah, that's it. That's all that happened. This last platoon, despite having 1 bailed out tank, ended up taking out 1 more Panzer and bailed the commander. That's it. Germans aren't out of the fight yet. However, 2 of the Panzer platoons are, they lose another tank. It's survivor time. Survivor test time. All right, more to come. End of German turn 3. They have gotten a lot more aggressive. They know they've got to push forward. And they did. So you can see the remains of this platoon moving forward, taking out the Sherman from a side shot. The remaining, dang it. Free French turn 3. Sherman's pulled back to engage the German panzers without the concealment in an attempt to keep them at bay from the objective. However, I've also combined turn 4 with this for the German turn 4 because the tanks haven't moved, but the Panzer Grenadiers have. Meanwhile, over here, the French tried to move in order to engage. They did take out a German panzer. However, this guy did take the last stand test and he passed. So now we are in German turn 4. We're going to engage. Most likely this is going to be the last video for this game. Moving on to German turn 4, I said it was the last video. Well, actually this is. It had to be confirmed, but in fact, the Germans did take the objective. They pretty much mangled this platoon. Germans lost 7 tanks. The French lost 5. The Germans basically, they bull rushed, and it was successful for them. They get another day, bought more time to hack their way out of the Falaise pocket. And now, a comment from our commanders.